Well, we may as well use one of our fancy new lavatories. Now that's got pipes. That's going to start to get complicated. For me. Anyway, for me. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Oxygen Not Included. Now, this is another bit of a time travel episode, so at the point I'm recording this, I've read the comments on the first episode, but not the second. So if you've commented on the second episode, I haven't seen it yet. I will travel back in time and read those comments, but the first one, the first video, the first episode of Oxygen Not Included brought in a ton of good comments. You guys love talking about this game, and I love reading it because I have basically no idea of what I'm doing. So please keep those comments coming in. Couple of things that came up in the comments had to do with CO2, which is becoming a very real problem in our, I guess you'd call it our industrial area down here. We've got our food processing thing and our research bench and the power generation. Now, we do have an oxygen generator down here, but all the CO2 is sinking because it is the heaviest gas we've got kicking around down to this level. And we're not going to stop producing CO2 because that's kind of how breathing works. Couple of good ideas came up for that. Oh, Bubbles, you've completed your research. Is there anyone who doesn't love you, Bubbles? Everybody loves you. I did put the plants up here that allegedly eat carbon dioxide, but I don't think they can keep up pace. I think that's part of the problem. Somebody had mentioned, actually several people mentioned, separating out the beds. I do have a long-term plan of doing separate bedrooms for these folks. And then the whole sinking a pit thing. I've got half a plan on dealing with a couple of problems at once, hopefully. So the consensus in the comments about CO2 was twofold. One, sink a pit, sink a shaft, send the CO2 because it is heavier somewhere else that is not, where you're breathing. So I thought of doing something like that down here. It'll probably kill all these things that live down here, but I just want to put the CO2 somewhere else until I'm ready to deal with it. I was also not aware, we've had this unrefrigerated food thing popped up here. Apparently, according to you guys in the comments, I'm supposed to put my ration box in carbon dioxide, and that will, I guess, keep it fresh. That's what I'm reading. I'm just going by what you guys are telling me. So again, trying to solve two problems with one, I'm thinking of digging down to here, and this will fill with carbon dioxide, and then putting the ration box down there. Now that's going to put the food a long way from where my duplicants are, but I think we're going to have to kind of work with that for right now. I also want to dig up and get stuff that's in here, because there's a couple of these oxalite things. Several of them, in fact, and they just emit oxygen. I mean, there's no reason not to have access to them. So let's get some stuff done around here. We're just chit-chatting. Let's get some stuff done. Why don't you guys build a ladder up here, and then build a tile kind of this way, just to get you started on digging the rest of that out. I'll come back to you later. Now, I would like you, how are we going to do this? I would like you to dig a pit, dig all of this out until you get to here, and then let me know when you're done, and I'll build you some ladders and whatnot and whoozy McThingies. And we're also building up some carbon dioxide over here. Now, I had floated this idea around in the second part of Oxygen Not Included, and again, I haven't read the comments, so I don't know how viable my plan is, but I'm going ahead with it anyway because, well, you'll get used to that feeling. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to dig down to the pit of doom down here. Polluted oxygen, polluted water. There is algae that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on, but some folks in the first part of the comments had said, stay away from the slime. Slime bad. I kind of thought that because we can get slime lung from it, and that sounds about the worst thing you could possibly have. But there's also algae in here. I really want to get that. So I'm going to have my duplicants go underwater and start digging some more things. We're going to dig down to here, kids, and we're also going to dig here, but I'm going to build you a ladder. It's all going to work itself out somehow, I think. And someone else had a really good idea about the outhouses and kind of linking that in a way to the wash basin, so they will always wash their hands after they leave the toilet, which is just sensible advice. Really, that should be a kind of a common practice, especially today, but we can rig it so they will definitely 100% do that. I'm just going to need a little bit more build space from these guys so I can get that done, because I want, according to the comments, I want the lavatories, whatever they may be, whether they're outhouses or the, more high-tech toilets later, to be kind of in a single room, so that they're going to have to come in, use the facilities, and then walk out past the sink and wash their hands, and then go on with the rest of the day. I like that idea, and we want to execute that, but I'm going to need some more space from you guys before I can make that happen. Oh, and Bubbles, we should get some research going for you. So, actually, before we do that, what did we do? It's been a little while. Oh, interior decor. Yeah, because it's me. Right, we did interior decor. Of course we did. Right, so back to research. Why don't we research something sensible, Bubbles? What could we do here? What's in distillation? Algae distiller, right. But we need the high-tech research. We need the advanced research for that. Didn't we get started going down that path, Bubbles? We did. You researched employment, and now we can move on to advanced research, which will get us the supercomputer, so we can do advanced research. Also get us the skill scrubber. Okay, that is a bit of a tongue twister. The skill scrubber, Dave. Refunds a duplicant skill. Well, that is good if I wanted to do that. But for right now, Bubbles, just get on that. Get on that when you get a chance. What's the problem down here? No power. Oh, yeah, nobody's using the hamster wheel. We're all asleep. And I did notice the comment that said, please move Bubbles' bed because she's a loud snorer and she's really annoying everyone else. Again, long-term plan for individual bedrooms. That's my long-term plan for this. I'm mostly treating this like a more complicated RimWorld. And, RimWorld style, you want to have individual bedrooms because people like that. People like that in the real world. No one wants to sleep 4 people abreast here. It just ain't gonna fly. And thank you to the comments who came in on the wire issue. The whole, do they hate seeing wires at all time? And the general consensus is yes, but don't sweat it that much. Don't go completely making yourself mental about wires. Where are my wires, by the way? They're right there. So my tactic is always, again, RimWorld style, to bury wires in walls and ceilings and stuff so they don't see them, which again holds true here according to you guys in the comments. But I also had comments saying, don't drive yourself nuts over it. If you can bury them, do it, because they will appreciate that. It will improve the decor value, but don't make that the end-all, be-all. If you have to have 1 or 2 exposed wires, it's not the worst thing in the world. How's the digging coming, kids? Oh, you've done it. Oh, you've done it. Good. Now, is all my carbon dioxide going to sink down here? That's the goal. We'll kind of see how that goes as time goes by. I mean, there is carbon dioxide down here, and it is very rapidly increasing, it seems. Or not. Now it's gone. Now it's oxygen again. It's a little confusing. How's my digging over here coming? I'm going to ignore that digging and go look at the next digging. You kids are going to come down here and do this, right? I know you technically have to go underwater to do it, but you're going to get on that at some point. Nails, my man. Recent addition to the colony. Nails, talk to me. Yeah, Nails is in on this. Nails likes to use the hammer drill. Kind of goes along with his name. Okay, I notice my storage bin is emitting green bubbles. That can't be right. That cannot possibly be right. Is there something in here that's, polluted dirt? That's probably what it is, polluted dirt. Well, don't put that in there? Can I make you not put that in there? What would that come under? Organic? Yeah, don't put polluted dirt in here, guys. That was not a good decision. I know I said you could put literally anything in here, but maybe not the toxic, polluted dirt. Is there anything else I need to be aware of that is awful? No critter eggs. Those are all probably fine. Cultivatable soil is just dirt. Industrial ingredient is lumber. Aluminum ore. Okay, mostly that. Just don't do that anymore, guys. I need to set that for the rest of these too. But now, where are they going to put the polluted dirt? That's my question. There must be some sort of separate storage thing. I think I've seen it in here somewhere. I may have to research it, though. I believe there's a separate storage to put polluted stuff in. I just don't remember immediately what it is. I'll have a think about that. Okay, you should probably have a longer ladder, because if this all works out, eventually we're going to store the food down here, I think. Well, let's see how we're doing here. Oxygen overlay. Okay, this area is a lot better. This area was all red CO2 before. This is getting a lot better, and it's getting a lot worse down here. That's kind of what I've been going for. Wow, this area is just awful. I'm working on it, kids. We're working to tunnel into the pit of death. And then hopefully somehow everything is going to go down there. I don't think this stuff's going to make it down there, though. I might have to drive another shaft down this way. I know, nobody can breathe. I get it, guys. I totally get it. Nobody can breathe down here. This is all part of my great plan. Oh, Bubbles has already knocked out advanced research like it ain't no thing. Okay, what do I need to do that then? Is that a station? It's a supercomputer. A supercomputer, you say. I need more space. I need more build space here. And the skill scrubber, which is still difficult to say. I really want the supercomputer. However, I don't really have anywhere to put it. What's your problem? You need algae. Okay, yeah, that's a subsection of the Great Plan, Mr. Oxygen Diffuser. That's a subsection of the Great Plan. We're kind of working in that direction. You know what, let's just get all of this out. And thank you to the commenter who said, you can just place tile over things and they'll automatically dig it out. You don't have to dig it and then place the tile. I kind of knew that in my head, but then I didn't do it. So here we are. So this will get me into the area that has all of these magic oxygen rocks. So I should save those. I should not deconstruct those under any circumstances, because it's just a natural oxygen generator that I don't have to use up resources for. I should, however, dig out to that. I want to dig out to that. And then I want to put maybe, I don't know, a tile underneath that? Does that make sense? So it doesn't fall down? I don't know if it has to be attached to something. Anyway, I'm going to put a tile there. If nothing else, it'll be for decorative purposes. Well, until we get the supercomputer done, let's go ahead and set up some more research. What's in refinement? Kiln and a rock crusher. Sure. You know what? We're going to want everything anyway. Let's get a rock crusher on board. We don't have one of those. Therefore, I want one of those. Ooh, it's new thing time. It's new printable time. Let's see what we've got here. A care package of a pufflet. Non-aggressive critters that excrete lumps of slime with each breath. Why would I want that? Well, there is that thing I can make slime into something slightly better, I think. I think that exists. I mean, it's adorable, don't get me wrong. I'd want it around the house in the real world, but maybe not so much with the lumps of slime with each breath. Now, talk to me about Meep. You have increased strength, but an irritable bowel. Oh dear. And a bottomless stomach. Well, that's probably why you have an irritable bowel, man. Maybe talk to your physician. You, Ari, morning attribute bonuses, but you can't go on digging errands. And Ada here, increased athletics, but no, can't do any cooking errands. I feel I am once again going to go with a no on all of this. I just don't want the mouths to feed until we're a little more stable. If that's the wrong move, if people are like, oh my god, no, take any extra duplicants you can. No, please, get as many people in here as possible. Do, of course, please let me know in the comments. But honestly, I'm feeling 4 people are getting the jobs done here. And we don't have the oxygen or the food or any of the basic resources to handle any more people. That's my thought process there. Okay, the pit into the pit of death is done. We have tunneled that out. Now what? Well, let me have a look at how things are going here. Okay, my hope is that this CO2 is going to get down into the pit of doom down here. Boy, for being the pit of doom, there's a lot more... Well, I was going to say a lot more oxygen. It is polluted oxygen, though. Probably we don't want to be breathing that. Okay, a subsection of the Great Plan is getting the algae that lives over here. Now, here's my idea. Can we, kids, tunnel out all of this and make it go away. Just drop it into the pit of doom. Actually, start by doing just this. I want to see how fluid slime is. It's very soft. So I'm kind of thinking it's going to fall down as I do this. See how that goes, kids. Just go ahead and do that and see how that goes. I should also think about my next water source. I don't have unlimited water here. I have a very finite amount of water. What other water is there? Little bit. Oh, no, that's sand. No, that's salt water. Okay, there's a thing we can do to deal with that, but dang, I'm kind of hurting for water. There's water way down here. Not much of it. Not a lot at all. But there is water here. Okay, all sorts of things are popping up. New principles already? I thought I said no to all of you people. I told all you people to go away. Yes, I would like to reject you all. Sorry. I wasn't clear about my rejection process there. Building lacks resources. Okay, that's the algae issue. And we've gone through another cycle. Great. We're going to work on algae tomorrow. That's the goal for tomorrow. Nails with his upgraded hard digging thing is just wrecking this granite right now. Good job, man. And I do see some water is trickling out. That's got to be basically a good thing. I hope that's where my whole slime thing is going to work out here as part of the great plan here. Speaking of the great plan, how's the CO2 down here? Okay, maybe I need to sink another shaft here. Just down here. I could put one of those tiles there as a floor tile that lets... Yeah, this does not obstruct liquid or gas flow. But, it would have stability. Things could be on top of it. Maybe I need another shaft. I think I do. Okay, we're working on the algae. We're definitely working on that. Bubbles, don't hustle through that research too quickly, because I actually don't know what I want you to do next. Actually, I do know what I want next. I want to figure out what we do with polluted stuff. There's got to be a different storage for that. I'm going to have to search through the research area, because we're going to want to put this places. I think this might be a good spot right here to do the enclosed bathroom thing, the one-way bathroom. Now, I can't move these, but I can deconstruct them. Well, what I should do is put other ones up there before I deconstruct them, in case anyone gets caught short. Well, we may as well use one of our fancy new lavatories. Now, that's got pipes. That's going to start to get complicated. For me. Anyway, for me. I'm going to give it a shot. Why can't I put one there? It's probably the, must be built in unoccupied space. Okay, well, I don't want to get rid of the oxygen rock thing. I'm going to put one of these here. Let me know when you're done with it. Okay, intake is white. Outtake is green. So I want fresh water coming in, not so fresh water going out. Now, where the heck am I going to put the not so fresh water? This is an immediate concern right here. Tell you what, you kids do it. And then I'm going to start to think. Okay, the slime wasn't going anywhere, but this polluted water is. Well, good. Get rid of more of that. I'll bring your ladder down a little bit farther here so you can actually get at this. But yeah, go ahead and go nuts down there. Get rid of all of this. And then probably I'll start to set up some tiles here. I've got to get to the algae, because that's where our oxygen is coming from right now. That just needs to happen. That is dirt. That is igneous rock, aluminum ore. No, it's just right here. Okay, kids, I'm going to think about the bathroom issue. We're going to have thoughts along those lines. But also, you could get rid of the slime. Can you get rid of the slime? I'm not sure. We're going to find out. Okay, the Great Pipe Adventure begins, and I believe it begins with a liquid pump, because we've got to pump water from somewhere. Now, this is going to set them all sorts of feeling bad about themselves, because I got nowhere to bury these pipes right now. That being said, I could kind of pre-plan burying them for later. But for right now, let me just get a basic handle on plumbing. It's more complicated in this game than it is in the real world. But start running this all the way up here. And then bring it in here. Where's my toilet again? It's up there. And bring it up here, because I may put a wall there someday. And then here, and then in here. It's probably going to take you a while. But start cooking on that, kids. Well, they're making progress, and we are into the algae, so at least we can get some of that. I'm going to do this floor as the mesh tile. Because this is giving off bubbles, and that can't be good. So if there's nasty stuff in here, I would like it to be able to sink down. That's my thought process for what it is. But that's what it is. Okay, they are beginning work on the construction of the pumps and the pipes and the whoozy McWhatsits. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna pump this stuff out. How is that gonna work? I could come, say, over here. What is this? Oh, it's salt, right. Yeah, we looked at that before. I could come over here. Okay. Interesting idea. I could come... Can I come right back down? And somehow get into the pit of doom? No, that's a heck of a hike. I mean, I could. I totally could. But it might be smarter to dig another shaft here. Okay. New plan, kids. We're digging a new mine shaft. And of course, naturally, the pump is going to need power. Of course it is. That makes sense. All right, well, let's run some more stuff here. Wires a go-go. How are we going to... Actually, this will be slightly simpler. Right, I just actually said that out loud, didn't I? Okay, this is going to go all the way along here. Can I run this as the same tile as this? I can. I totally can. Okay, well, come down here to... I want to go in the thing. Do you have to go down and up? What's your deal? There we go. I was just overthinking it. Right to there. Okay, eventually that will get plugged in. So I can run those two things on the same tile. And someone had chimed in the comments about that's what the bridge things are. So you can run multiple different pipes in the same tile with a very astute statement of saying coping with 3D problems in a 2D world. So, I mean, I could use that bridge whoozy McWatch to just snake this right back down here. And then, okay, alright, I was not planning for advanced class stuff with the liquid bridge, but if I piped this back down the same route, except then spin it over here, and then put it into the pit of doom, along with this mushroom, which is clearly a terrible mushroom. It's in the pit of doom. How are we doing on the algae, kids? While I happen to be looking right at it, we really, really need algae. So if you could get on the really getting algae thing, in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and... actually, hang on. We're going to have to do this somewhat carefully so we don't drop it into nothing. It's not actually dropping that far. Go get me that much algae, and then call me when you're done, and I'll put a tile thingy here, just so you can go do that. Now, better figure the lavatory out quickly, because one of the outhouses is full. So, somebody's going to need to, empty that. Oh, and Bubbles is done with her research. I need to figure out where the thing is where we can put nasty stuff. The storage for polluted things. Well, I'm finding things along those lines, but not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some sort of storage we can put polluted and nasty stuff in. But there are things where we can turn polluted things into other things. So I could use polluted water to produce fertilizer. That's handy. Natural gas into power, crude oil. This into that is what I'm seeing here. Actually, the compost itself, polluted dirt into dirt. Okay, that's probably going to solve my problem right there, and we already know how to do that. However, refrigerator lives over in agriculture. And that would kind of solve my problem with the refrigerated food, because that's how refrigerators work. I'd need to put the supercomputer up, or the advanced research whoozy McWhatsit thing. But I can cope with that. Eventually. Go back on so you guys go back to sleep here, or continue sleeping is really what I'm trying to say. I could find a spot for the advanced thingy. How's the air down here? Not great. The pit thing, yeah, I need another pit. This is self-evident. I need another pit here. More pits for everyone. Okay, one thing at a time here. Let's try the old liquid bridge Whoozy McWhatsit thing. So if I run this, how are we doing this? Do that to. I've already messed it up. I've already messed it up. Okay, I've given it another shot. I've got regular pipe coming to here, and then that goes into a liquid bridge. Right? So this is going to be 2 separate pipes. Oh, there's my water coming along. That's fun. Coming down here, and then the move was to go over here, down here, and then, I don't know, go that way? Go that way and see what happens. I understand what the liquid bridge is doing. I just don't think I've done it correctly. This will not surprise anyone. Oh, and I probably need the liquid vent, too. Otherwise, nothing's going to vent out of that. It'll just stop at that pipe. Okay, they're working on it. I'm gonna kind of let them plug along. Also, I want to build the supercomputer. I'd like to build it somewhere where people can breathe. That would be my ideal. I could just pop over here. I could just dig this out. You go ahead and dig all this out. Except not that, because that's the oxygen rock. We like that. Well, in promising news, it says the lavatory is ready. I don't have any red flags. Now Lindsay down here is working on the last of it here with the vent. I really need somebody to use the bathroom. I need somebody to be kind of bursting here. Bubbles, how about you? No. Why would you, Bubbles? You never take a break. That's why you're my favorite, Bubbles. Kids, while you're here, go ahead and start digging over here. And make that all tile, please. Make all of that tile. Should I start putting walls up and doors? I feel we should have things like that. There's no way I'm going to be able to get oxygen to a huge, massive space like that. I'm going to have to learn, how to move gas around and things. Okay, water is coming out of the vent. Have I successfully navigated the liquid bridge? Is this work? Can somebody go to the bathroom, please? I think we just accidentally got rid of one of my oxygen rocks. Okay, I should have been a little more careful about that. I say accidentally, obviously I told them to do something that caused them to get rid of that. Alright, don't do any of the other ones, guys. There's 3 left in here, and there's some more over here. I don't know what I told you to do, but you did it wrong, except you, Bubbles, because you're awesome. Well, in that case, I really don't need that tile there. The whole point of that was to support the thingamajig. What did we get? Oh, lumber. That'll be handy for something. I need more storage. We're basically full up on storage. And the composty thing, I should put that up. I have a lot to do. I want to get the super... Okay, here's my plan. I've got another plan. Everyone will be very excited about this. I want to put up another lavatory. I'm so excited that I might have got the bridge thing right that I want to try and do it again. It's going to go horribly wrong because now I'm going to have to figure out how to link those two together. But anyway, there's water coming out of here into the pit of death. So now the pit of death is carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, polluted water, and urine. I've just made it just a little bit worse for everyone down here. Okay. This one's for the comments section. So I see this. I get it. I could put another lavatory down. Do I know which pipe I'd be selecting if I wanted to link these in? So I want the intake to link to the intake and the outtake to link to the outtake. I'm going to put it down and try it because it all gets a little confusing around the bridge. I'm going to have to make sure I'm, getting the right thing out of there. You guys are eating. All right. Somebody, we've left polluted dirt here. Guys, you kind of left poop on the floor. That ain't cool, man. I'm going to put one of the mesh tiles back here so this thing is a little more stable, although I'm probably going to move that at some point. You're out of algae again. All right, well, we've got some more of that kicking around this time. Not much. Try and conserve that, guys. There's just not a lot in the area. Okay, if you guys could... What do you mean pipe blocked? Oh, pipe full. Why pipe full? Output pipe full. Really? I've done it wrong. I've clearly done it wrong. Oh, you don't have any power. I wonder if that's part of the problem. Okay, I might not have done it wrong, but because the pump isn't working, I'm sure we can't, pump things right. I think I need to rein in everything that I'm doing right now. Cancel that. I think I clearly need to focus on power more than anything. That's got to be my primary thing. Power. And then I can get everything else working around the clock. That would be the goal. Because right now the lavatory is broken. I'm going to assume, because there's no power to the pump, so water can't pump. So we're saying outpipe, pipe full, because it probably is, because we can't pump it out. Anyway, long story short, I think my next focus is power, unless I hear otherwise from the comments section. Do please keep those comments coming in, but we'll pick up some more Oxygen Not Included next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this sugarless nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. What does that mean, Deja? That's the strangest thing I've ever seen in a game, and I've been playing video games since Pong. I have perpetually and consistently blown all of my money on decoratives in any tycoon game I've ever played. Finally, somebody has recognized my effort and given me an award for it. Hello, miss? I would like to purchase some baked goods and a cappuccino. To go, please. I've got things to do around here.